Hi, Caleb. Yeah, so I have the instructions over here on the left and your file on the right. So if we look at number 6, it says in H6, enter a formula to determine any discount that should be applied. So here's your big thing. So we have if the payment method in column F was rewards. So that's what you need to do is you need to look at the data on this line that we're putting in the formula and compare what's in this particular case, F6, to the word rewards. See, here's one that it's actually true. So with an if function, think of it like a V, where the test that you're making is at the bottom of the V, and you have two paths to take. You have a true path or a false path. And so if we read this, it says if the payment method in column F was rewards. So that's the test. Then if that evaluates as true, the customer should receive the discount shown in B42, which is this word discount that you just named, that range. Otherwise, so the otherwise would be the other V side, the false path, the formula would return a 0. Use the named range for B42, not the cell address. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to do it using a function. So I'm going to do the if test is a logical. So I'm going to go into the formulas tab, logical if. And the first thing is the test. So we know that the test is to check this cell and if it's equal to the word rewards, right? So that's the test. Notice for this particular instance, it evaluated as false, which we can look at that. It says credit card. It doesn't say rewards. But we go ahead and we put that condition in anyhow because at some point it could be rewards. And so if that's true, then I'm going to use my F3 key. My F3 key, which I'm on my laptop, I have to do my function key. So F3 will give you your paste name. We want the discount. So I'm going to click on that. Now you could have just typed it. It would have been fine. Discount evaluates to 0.2, which is the 20%. If it's false, it's going to be 0. So one of the nice things about using a named range is we don't have to worry about absolute reference here because named ranges are always absolutely referenced. So I'm going to go ahead and do OK. This one got a 0% discount, which it wouldn't because they paid by credit card. I'm going to double click on the data fill handle. It's going to bring it down. So now let's check. Okay, so what is wrong? All right, so something is wrong, which is why I wanted you to send me your file. So let's look at what discount is. So why? So let's go to name and let's look at B42. B42, which is 20%. So if F6 equals, oh, I forgot the S. That was my fault. See, it's rewards. Okay, that was my fault. Sorry. But that's why you need to check. All right, here's one that says rewards 20%. Rewards 20%. So that's step 6. If we look at step 7, it's very similar. Let's read it and try and understand it. It says in cell J6, enter a formula to determine the cost of gas. If the value in column I is Y, right? So that's our condition. That's the bottom of the V. That's our test. So we're going to look at this column I, so in this case it would be I6, and compare it to a Y. Y is a string, so you have to put it in quotes. Then assign the gas cost of B44, which is the named range here of gas cost, or else the formula should return a 0. So one side of the V is gas cost, the other side is 0. So let's try that. We're going to go here. Since I just did the if, I can go to recently used. My test is compare this equal to quote y quote. And once again, this evaluated as false, which we can look and it says an N, right? So if that's true, I'm going to do the F3 gas cost, okay. And if false, a 0. Okay. We're going to bring it down. So look, here's the y's. It's 75. So both of those are if functions. Let's just look at a couple of these. So 8, use the appropriate function to count the number of rentals using column A. So the big trick here is column A is text. You need to find out all of these. You want to count of how many rentals they did, right? And they're comparing it. They want to count something that is text. So the count A is the function that will count all, meaning it doesn't matter. So count only counts numbers or values. Count A will count anything in the cell. So because these are not numbers, we can't use the count function. You have to use the count A. So that's for number 8. And then 9 is count if. Number 10 is average if. 11 is sum if. And then 12 is proper. And then that's just inserting the footer. So give that a shot and let me know if you have problems. All right. Thank you.